Red zone, red zone. You got my back, I got your back. Communicate. Make some noise. Let's go, Mayday. Enjoy the moment, baby. Let's go. Enjoy the moment.
Well, good evening, and thank you for joining us for another week of KREM 2 Football Friday. I'm Andrew Quinn.
And I'm Caitlin Galloway. We continue to draw ever closer to playoffs, and we had a full slate of games tonight.
That's right, Caitlin, and what better way to start than with our game of the week. So here we go. It was a doozy tonight. Central Valley hosting undefeated Gonzaga Prep. Picked this game up late in the first half. CV up 14-7 until Tough Ryan is picked off by Jager Grimsby. That would set up a Paul Davidow field goal right here to make it a 14-10 game at the half. Remember that. Third quarter now, immediately after a G-Prep fumble, Jack Pierce is going to knock the ball out of Camden Lanfear's hands, and Kai Van Curler recovers. That sets up Noah Holman from a yard out, and the Bullpups take a 17-14 lead. Fourth quarter now, Sam Kincaid is going to take it in himself to make it 23-14, but CV was not finished just yet. Here he is, Bo Butner on the speed option, nothing new here. He takes it in, and we have a 23-21 ball game, and the game will come down to this. Tyler Bassell from 42 yards for the win, but the kick is blocked. Jacoby McClelland. Oh my goodness. Gonzaga Prep survives with a 23-21 victory. Wow, what a win. Cheney hosting undefeated Meade tonight. Meade was up 3-0 early. Then we get a busted play here, and Maddox Meade is going to force the Mason Stinson fumble. Braden Harvey recovers, and that sets up Keegan Mallon to make it 9-0 Panthers. Next Meade possession, guess who? It's Mallon again to make it 16-0 Meade. On the next possession, it's Jimmy Fromm's turn. He's going to take it in here to make it 22-0. Then Cheney is just going to try and get something going in the right direction, but Stinson is picked off by Landon Thomas, and he is going to weave all the way to the other side of the field. He ends up taking that for a pick six. Meade shuts out Cheney 42-0.
Well, and Post Falls hosting Coeur d'Alene tonight, and this one was all Vikings. Early, Caden Simmons swings it out to Kai Wheeler, breaks a couple of tackles here down the sideline, takes it all the way in for the touchdown. There we go, home free, 21-0 Vikings at the half. In the second half was a defensive battle. Post Falls came up with several big stops, including this interception by Alex Dean, but the Trojans just could not get the offense going tonight as Coeur d'Alene wins it 21-0. Lakeland hosting Sandpoint tonight, and Lakeland's going to strike first. Hayden Benson takes it in himself off the play fake for the rushing touchdown. That makes it 6-0 Hawks. And later in that first quarter, it's Levy Wheel. A rushing touchdown makes it 13-0. He's going to weave through there. Oop, nice little hole all the way to the end zone. Later in the half wheel once again, Lakeland goes on to beat Sandpoint 41-7. Lewis and Clark paying a visit to Shadle Park, and the Tigers with a big lead 21-7 early in the second quarter, and they add to it. David Conklin finds KJ Kincaid in the back of the end zone. They're up 28-7 right before the half. Shadle with some good chances, but the Lewis and Clark defense causing a lot of disruption. Jacob Austin gets free and airs it out, but Caden Hooper bats this pass down, and Luke Walden adds to the lead with a field goal in the third quarter to make it 31-7. Now Shadle with a couple of good looks to try to shrink the lead. Boston lunges for the end zone, but the Tiger defense knocks the ball loose. It's on the turf. They win it 31-7.
Wow, don't go anywhere just yet. We still have plenty of matchups around the Inland Northwest to get to.
That's right. Plus, we have another play of the week. Find out who nabbed that title coming up next. Welcome back to KREM 2 Football Friday. And Andrew, we still have plenty of games to get to tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Caitlin. East Valley hosting Clarkston, and the Bantams, they were not messing around this evening. Already up 7-0. Hayden Line is going to scramble out, and he finds Riken Kraber for the touchdown to make it 13-0. On the next Clarkston possession, Line is going to do it himself this time. He takes it in on the long run here. They can't take him down. That makes it 20-0. And on the next Clarkston possession, it's Line to Nico Ahai, and he is wide open for the touchdown. Clarkston goes on to win it 40-7.
Freeman visiting Reardon for their homecoming, but they got the ball first and drove down the field so fast, I honestly wasn't even ready for this first touchdown. Logan Schultz drops it in the bucket for Vance Pointer. A casual 30-second drive to kick things off, and Reardon trying to get something going. They've marched down the field, but it's another sack. The ball is loose, recovered by Freeman, and they're marching right down the field again. Cody Case, he's in for the score, up 14-0 in the first quarter, and they keep the scoring going. Second quarter, Schultz keeps it. They go on to win 45-6.
Ferris hosting Mount Spokane tonight at One Spokane Stadium. This one was all Wildcats. On Mount Spokane's first drive, Riker Tweedy hits Luke Merkelbach for the touchdown. Great name there. That puts the Wildcats up 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Tweedy to Brayton Ayers. He gets up to grab that one, and then he does the rest. Wildcats take a 14-0 lead. Now backed up deep in his own territory. Watch this. Tweedy launching it to Andrew Thomas. He hauls it in, he stays in bounds. That's an 85-yard tutty, ladies and gentlemen. Mount Spokane goes on to win it 47-7.
Well, a small but mighty ACH cheer squad, but it's working. The Warriors up 48-0 on the road at Wellpinit at halftime, playing some solid defense in the second half too. Caden Correa comes charging in for the sack. Wellpinit does get some offense going in the fourth quarter. Check this out. Adam Moyer adjusts to catch this pass. There he goes up the sideline, sidestepping one tackle, and he keeps going. He might go down here. Nope. Shakes off one more tackle. He somehow finds his way through this crowd of defenders, finally dragged down inside the 10-yard line. They do turn that into a touchdown. Cyrus McCray, despite the late offensive surge, it's a decisive 48-14 victory for ACH.
And meantime, in a battle of undefeateds today in 8-man ball, Wilbur Creston Keller extended their undefeated season by toppling Odessa 78-54. The Wildcats are now 7-0 on the season.
And it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Time for another play of the week.
That's right, Caitlin, and this time it's from our Game of the Week. We're taking you back to the G-Prep Central Valley game where CV's Tyler Bassell had the chance to send the Bull Pups packing, but that field goal is blocked by Jacoby McClellan. He's the hero for G-Prep tonight. We slow it down for you. What a play there by the young man. Jacoby McClellan is our star of the night, and he has the play of the week. And that means that next week, oh man, do we have a matchup for you. It is essentially the 4A GSL title game between undefeated Gonzaga Prep and undefeated Meade. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. at Union Stadium. Should be an electric one next week. Now heading to the collegiate level tomorrow, WSU hosting Hawaii. Kickoff is set for 12:30 p.m. You can catch that game on KSKN.
And shortly after, the Idaho Vandals hosting Cal Poly at 1 p.m. on ESPN+.
And Eastern Washington taking on 6th-ranked UC Davis. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. also on ESPN+. So, Caitlin, big week this week. But boy, we have quite the game of the week next week. 2 undefeated teams for the GSL title. It's a big one.
Super exciting stuff. I know I'm really excited for that one.
Yep. Big day of college football tomorrow. We'll see you then.